In this video, we focus on the first step of the onboarding process. This is essentially the initial contact phase, where we establish means of technical communication and start gathering information in view of imminent instance provisioning. First, you will need to appoint the privileged point of contact. The starting point involves designating a person inside your organization who will manage the entire relationship. Ideally, this person will have a background in IT operations projects. They will be responsible for handling technical communications, opening tickets to request service or support, and more generally, be committed to the success of the project. Once you've assigned the person to the role, send us their complete information. Full name, email address, and phone number. They will become the de facto point of contact for all future technical communications. Broadcom needs to provision your SaaS instance, and sizing accurately is vital. For this reason, you should provide us with an estimate of individual process definitions, the number of agents, and daily executions. If you find it difficult to assess these values, you should work with your preferred partner. We ask customers to share the range of external IPs assigned to the end-user and agent systems for whitelisting, as well as subnet and autonomous system name. This will enable access to AWI, REST API, and JCP. In rare circumstances, certain instances rely on dynamic IPs which cannot be handled by the JCP. If that is the case, you should deploy some sort of gateway or proxy which Automic can connect to. Let's look at the next step, the first email. Broadcom's first technical communication is the welcome email. It contains your name, account number, serial number, service start date, and the details of the assigned privileged point of contact. The next section reminds you to send us the IP range of your systems. It's worth repeating, any system connecting to the SaaS instance, including end-user systems connecting to AWI, the REST API, and SFTP, as well as agents connecting to the JCP, must be provided. Include addresses as well as the subnet or ASN. The remainder of the email describes the Software Academy and the newsletter. New SaaS customers should register with the support and status portals. The status portal will keep you on top of service interruptions, degradation, and upcoming maintenance. To register to the support portal, simply enter the URL and click Register. Broadcom has whitelisted your user and agent systems. It means that any system accessing either AWI, the REST API, SFTP, or the JCP is given access. The second email contains the technical details of the SaaS instance. It shows the system name. It also shows the URL of the Automic web interface, the JCP, and REST API. You are given a basic user, including departments and passwords for both clients 0 and 100. Execution records are archived as regular files and copied to your personal SFTP site. We include the URL and credentials as well. This entire section contains two sets, one for the non-production system and the other for production. The second part of the email outlines your next steps. Read these carefully and perform the listed tasks at your earliest convenience. You should register on the support portal if you haven't already done so. You should also provide your security and maintenance details. This entails opening a support ticket on the portal that includes the following information. Send us your IP addresses for whitelisting if you haven't already done so. Specify your preferred maintenance window so we can minimize impacts on your production. Include days and times of the week when operations cannot be stopped and periods throughout the year, such as end-of-year processing, which are incompatible with maintenance procedures carried out by Broadcom. Subscribe to service status notifications so that you are aware at all times of upcoming maintenance schedules. Bookmark the upgrade schedule and schedule review pages. Here you will find the most up-to-date information on future maintenance as well. Finally, read the documentation carefully. Be aware that the default Client 0 user has limited privileges, authorizations, and field of possible actions. On the system itself, it will not be able to execute a zero downtime upgrade, since Broadcom is now in charge of the instance, including upgrades. This means the customer is no longer responsible for these. The user cannot enable tracing for server processes or AWI. Tracing is notoriously resource-intensive and can have major impacts on AE. It's a troubleshooting tool reserved for unusual circumstances and will stay in the hands of our support teams in SaaS. The user cannot use ILM. Your user will not be able to configure telemetry. Again, this should make sense since this is a SaaS instance. Advanced authentication is also disabled. Your SaaS instance will include service users whose purpose is technical in nature. They support our maintenance and supervision requirements. You will not be able to delete them. A number of admin variables cannot be modified. Some of these, like UC system settings and AS settings, are self-evident. You should be aware of the others: telemetry settings, performance thresholds, JWP roles, utility archives, utility DB unload, and utility reorg. Please submit service requests by opening a support ticket through the Broadcom support portal to make any sort of change to any of these. This concludes phase 1 of the onboarding process. Ready to level up your skills for free? Broadcom Software Academy is your go-to hub for top-quality free training. Visit the Academy and start learning your way or explore something new. Our free content is just a click away.